I'd like to call the regular city council meeting to order on January 20th at 6 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson,
Present.
Mr. Bateman,
Present.
Mrs. McCullen,
Present.
Mr. Parrott,
Present.
Mr. Downs,
Present.
Mr. Clemens,
Present.
Mrs. O'Donoghue.
Present.
And before we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd like to have a moment of silence tonight for Les Plotner. Mr. Plotner served 38 years as an educator in Lincoln area schools, was also a coach, later became principal and assistant superintendent. He was appointed treasurer by John Gazzardo in '94 and then was reelected 4 times until leaving city council or as a treasurer position in 2010. So if you'd please stand for a moment of silence for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, is there anybody like to speak under public participation? Seeing none, we'll move down to number 5, the consent agenda, which includes payment of bills, approval of minutes from December 15th, 2015, public hearing, December 15th, annexation, public hearing, the December 15th regular city council meeting, and the December 23rd committee of the whole meeting, and the January 5th regular city council meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Downs, second by Mr. Parrott. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Parrott,
Yes.
Mr. Downs,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen.
Yes.
Number 6, ordinances and resolutions. A resolution 26-525, recognizing January 26th and 30th through 30th of 2026 as Catholic Schools Week in the city of Lincoln.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Parrott, second by Mrs. O'Donoghue. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. O'Donoghue,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen,
Yes.
Mr. Parrott,
Yes.
Mr. Downs,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens.
Yes.
6B, ordinance establishing a historic district boundaries for downtown Lincoln.
So moved.
Approve.
Motion by Mrs. O'Donoghue, second by Mr. Parrott. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Parrott,
Yes.
Mr. Downs,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen.
Yes.
Item number 7, approval of a bid from Baines Backhoe and Excavating for the demolition and removal of property at 224 Willamette Avenue at a cost not to exceed $5,995.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We're going
This
to go
gets
with Mr. Anderson for a motion and second by Mr. Clemens. Any discussion? Yes, sir.
Just to clarify for the reading, it's Burns Backhoe.
Burns?
Yep. So, I mean, it's printed right on there, but you announce it as Baines. Just so for any clarification.
All right. English wasn't my best topic. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mrs. McClellan,
Yes.
Mr. Parrott, Mr. Downs.
Yes.
Okay, number 8, Treasurer's Report for December 2025.
26.
26.
No, you're right, December 25. I don't mean what you're.
But we're going to give
I
the
don't know what
report
you're-
in January of '26. Thank you, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem.
It's corrected like I always am.
Anyway, moving on here, you can see our general fund balance, comparable, or what we would hope would be comparable to what it was a year ago, is actually down quite a bit. It's not down near as low as it was a few years ago, and then on average, it's been within this range, down a little bit from where it was last month, and we'd like to see that, obviously like to see that be much greater than it is. But we've had a lot of expenses too within the last few months that were not, all anticipated. I would point out too that now that we've got some investments in certificates of deposit and with the Illinois Metropolitan Investment Trust, we've started to see some growth in those as well. Looking at the various different sources of revenue that we get from the state, you'll see the municipal sales tax, first attachment there. We're up a little bit from where we were a year ago, but it's not, it's reasonably good, but it's not, it's not a huge gain there. Same thing with the non-home rule sales tax. If you look at that, for last month though, we did would have been what we received in December for the liability month of September, 96,000, which was much greater than it was a year ago. And we still haven't received it for the last 3 months of the year, where you usually see pretty good totals for those months. State income tax, and I was going to talk about this at some length here, because of some things that happened a number of years ago. You see where we are year to date, and we're going to finish with what we received for December month of liability. We're going to be better than we were a year ago. But I would call your attention to something very interesting that I read. Illinois Policy Institute has a website, and they publish a lot of different things. And what they did was they examined the state income tax distributions over the years since 2012, and what happened in 2011, where the state was facing a sizable deficit in their budget. The governor at the time, Pat Quinn, proposed, and the legislature agreed with him to do this. They reduced the share of the state income tax that went to the municipalities. And if you go back to when the state income tax was implemented, which would have been, I think, 1969 or 1969, it was at 10% of that money went to the municipalities, to local governments, to the counties, and to the incorporated cities and villages. Well, when they get done with this in 2011, when they voted on this, they reduced that share. And if you look at that website, and this information they have is all from the Illinois Municipal League, so they've provided the information. The story about it at length is on the Illinois Policy Institute website. What they found out is that reduction resulted in a loss to incorporated municipalities and to all 102 counties, $9.49 billion in state income tax receipts that were reduced over that period. So it's a 12-year period beginning with the fiscal year 2012, 2013. And then they went further, and you can go on there and see it for yourself. They took every municipality in the state and all 102 counties, and they put the totals down for them. And I'm not going to read through the whole table, but since I'm sure you don't want to hear all that, but it's all on that website. Logan County government lost $8,326,218. The city of Lincoln lost $12,026,085. That would have helped a lot. I just talked about our fund balance, the general fund balance would have given us, if we took 7 million of that, that would bring us up to a 12 million, which is where we should be, where we'd like to be. And you'd still have 5 million left over, which would have paid for the fire truck that we're about to buy. It would have paid for a number of other things. We might have even had enough left over to buy that mother of all vacuum cleaners that Alderman Bateman would like to buy. So, and with that kind of fund balance, I would be agreeable to that. But at any rate, that's what they did. They did not, they never restored that. So the state's, state budget's in trouble again because they've overspent. Governor Quinn's gone. Now you've got Governor Pritzker doing a lot of the same kind of things. So we'll see what happens going forward. But that for the city is, like I said, it's a loss of over $12 million. And if you go on there, you'll see what other, all the other municipalities have lost as a result of it. It's a very, very comprehensive story on that website. Motor fuel taxes, there you see where we are. We're just, kind of about where we were a year ago at this point in the year, and we're going to see we'll finish out the year probably slightly ahead. But keep in mind what happened there, too. They raised the sales tax on each gallon of gasoline and diesel. So if you buy, gasoline in Illinois each year that has, I think since 2019, that tax has been going up. However, now what the state has done with that is they've taken, they're going to contribute an additional $1.5 billion to the Chicago Transit Authority. Well, where are they going to get that money? There are a number of things. There's toll road increases in parts of the state that have toll roads, which are largely in the Chicago area. They're also taking $860 million from the motor fuel tax fund. So the bottom line on that is we're going to receive, that it's going to flatline the amount that we're going to receive, barring something that causes them to buy more gasoline in Illinois. The price of gasoline nationwide's been going down, so it is less here, but it's still more than it is in surrounding states and in most other states. So we're not going to see a big growth in that. It doesn't appear in at least in the next few years. And finally, there's a couple of things. There's a replacement tax. We knew that was not, that was going to, go back down closer to what it had been prior to the big increases that we saw, and that there were a number of reasons for that. None of that was unexpected. You see where we are with the video gaming taxes. We're just a few thousand ahead of where we were a year ago with that. So I could go on about some of the reasons why I think that's happened here, but I'll save that for another time. But I did attach a copy of a letter that we got from the Illinois Gaming Board. Claims that they have overpaid municipalities, including us, in revenue between July of 24 and June of 25. And they have, if you read further down, you'll see that the overpayment to us was $14,703.92, and they're going to recover that by deducting that from our proceeds for the February and March of 26 revenue distributions. So that's where we are with that. That hasn't happened yet, but when we start to see those distributions for those 2 months, they will between them have subtracted. It looks like about $7,000 a month, since there's $14,000 that they overpaid. So that's all I have, unless you have questions about some of these things.
Anybody have any questions for the treasurer? All right, seeing none, moving down to the city clerk's report for December of 25.
In the month of December, sewer receipts, we received $239,036.74, which $27,431.48 was from both prisons.
When do we start seeing revenue from the third prison?
I was just sitting here thinking, I'm gonna have to ask her more on that. I just now dawned on that about the IDJ. I know we've billed them, but I don't know if they've paid or if they're gonna follow suit with it like the other two do.
Whatever it is, the state will be late on their payment. But don't be late on yours. Item C, department head reports for December 25 will be on file on the city website. Any discussion on any of the reports? Moving down to number 9, A, the approval and purchase of an E1 fire engine at a cost not to exceed $1,371,357.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Mrs. O'Donohue, second by Mrs. Parrott. Any discussion? Would anybody like to ask any questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Parrott,
Yes.
Mr. Downs,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donohue,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mrs. McCollum.
Yes.
Okay, now that that vote passed, I had a conversation with the treasurer earlier. He didn't heed my warning from last week's meeting, so I had a debated conversation with him. I would like this council to ask Mr. Conzo to start looking for a revenue source, because as I discussed last week, this company pays us 4.5% interest on any money we pay ahead of delivery. So if we can get a good interest rate or a good term on procuring the $1,371,000, I firmly believe we should pay for that fire truck in full, especially if, throw a scenario out there, as I told Chuck, if we can borrow money at 3.5% and they're paying us 4.5%, it would be very prudent for the city not to take that on and collect money. So I'm hoping when you come back next Tuesday, you got some answers.
Well, I'm sure I can. I would point out a couple of other things regarding that, too. The interest rates, anticipated interest, they are anticipating the interest rates will drop as they have in recent months. The last time we looked at a loan, and it was not for this fire truck, it was for something else, which as it turned out was delayed. The interest rates that we were getting were right in that 4.6% range. So if we, the timing is everything on this. If I sent out a request for proposals for a loan and they come in at 4.5, 4.6, we're not really accomplishing anything by taking out that loan. If on the other hand, if they are in that range and then we see them drop 2 or 3 months from now and they're down to 4.1 or 3.8, 3.9, then of course it would be a good idea to do that. But the timing is everything on this.
I understand that.
So, well, you should after the conversation we
It's
had
never
earlier.
never too early to look.
No,
I'm not
it
saying
is
we have to
not.
pull the trigger.
Right.
It's never too early to look.
Well, that's true, and we will do that. But keep in mind, if those rates aren't favorable, it would be inadvisable to execute that loan at this point.
Correct. I understand that. Any other discussion besides just me and Chuck? Item B, the approval and purchase of an influent pump station heater replacements in the amount not to exceed $23,132.97. Mr. Bounds, anything to say?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. O'Donohue, second by Mr. Anderson. Mr. Bounds, would you like to explain anything further from last week?
Only if y'all got any questions.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mrs. McCollum,
Yes.
Mr. Parrott,
Yes.
Mr. Downs,
Yes.
Mr. Clemens,
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donohue.
Yes.
Item C, approval of participation in the MRO Savings Program, USA Blue Book.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Anderson, second by Mr. Downs. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
And item D, advise and consent to the mayoral appointment of Tim Becky to the position of Alderman, Ward 2.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion made by Mr. Clemens, second by Mr. Downs. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, don't go like that.
Please raise your right hand. Say aye.
Hi,
Your name.
Tim Becky.
Repeat after me. Having been appointed
Haven't been appointed
to the office of Alderman, Ward 2.
to
To the office of Alderman, Ward 2.
the office of Alderman, Ward 2,
In the city of Lincoln,
City of Lincoln,
the county of Logan.
County of Logan.
Do solemnly swear
Solemnly swear,
I'll support the Constitution
support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Illinois.
of the State of Illinois.
I'll faithfully discharge the duties
Faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Alderman, Ward 2
of the office of Alderman, Ward 2,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations.
Robin?
Thank you. Thank you.
Nope.
All right, that brings us down to announcements. Anybody got any announcements for this evening? Mr. Bounds?
All right, I've got someone here I want to introduce you all to. So this is Mr. Tasneem Kabir. He's going to be sitting in the manager's seat out at. We don't have those buttons, Peggy. Really? No, we got to keep the old ones that work. Again, introducing Mr. Tasneem Kabir. He's going to be sitting in the manager's seat out there. I'm going to hand it over to him.
Hello everyone, I'm Tasnim Kabir. I know it's hard to pronounce that name. Everyone can call me Taz. I'm looking forward to see you guys. I'm very much new over here. I've heard very good things about you guys. I hope I can fill Andrew's shoes. I know it will be pretty hard, but I will try my very best. Thank you.
Welcome.
Any other questions? Yes, Sam?
Peggy, when did you say we could start to prepay our sewer bill for the year?
That was my announcement. Come Monday the 26th. Anybody can call downstairs in the office, and they will tell you if you want to, what to pay, how much
Okay.
to pay.
Thank you.
Just don't think, oh, I'll just take my $40 a month, take my 10% off, and pay it. Make sure you find out from them exactly, because if you moved from a different tier or whatever, you may have gone up, down, and they will give you the final number. And those have to be in by the 20th of February. After the 20th of February, you have to pay monthly.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Landers?
Yes, just wanted to let everyone know that the landscape waste facility will be open Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, and then after that it'll be closed down until probably mid to late March.
All right. Chief Meister?
Jeez, every time with this thing. I want one of those new fancy ones. So I've distributed to each of the council members a invitation to the Bridge Deflection Initiative launch, which is a program that we've been working on for over a year. So we're in our final phases of implementation for this program. It's a community-based program that offers services to targeted populations of our homeless, our folks with mental health issues, and also substance use disorder. So what this is designed to do is to bring people that are suffering from one of those afflictions to services that we have here locally. A lot of time and effort has been put in over the last year by not only the police department, but a lot of community partners, Memorial Health, Pavilion, Trillium, Logan County Health Department, Memorial Behavioral Health. I mean, the list goes on and on. Logan Mason Rosk, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a bunch of others, but there's been a very large group of community leaders working on this. So we're going to host a 4-hour event. The press is going to be invited to help get the news out about this program. It's going to be at the Lincoln Park District on February 24th from noon to 4 p.m. And a lot of questions that you may have about the program will be answered during that launch event. I'd like everybody who's able to join us for the launch and celebrate a new service that we can offer to our citizens. And the invitation is extended to the public as well. It is a public event. You don't have to register to attend, but some of our partners, especially TASC, the Treatment Alternatives for Safer Communities, who really led the focused groups that brought us to the implementation phase. They would like everybody to register if you can ahead of time so they can plan for the numbers.
Good to know. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to thank the council and Treasurer Conzo for that vote this evening, but I also like to say once again that almost all of the work towards that fire engine purchase was the fire engine committee, and it was led by Firefighter Patridge, who is in the room again tonight, and I just want to thank them for their time and effort they put into it, much of which was not compensated. It was done in their own time, so thank you to the truck committee again.
Thank you. Any other announcements? I got one. Todd Henry, he's been here at the council. It's for the work camp that's coming up here in 2026. They are short projects, so they wanted us to reach back out. They're looking for projects to do. His email says we're desperately needing about 20 more homes to repair, restore. This is all free, of course. That includes ramps, porches, drywall, painting inside and out, and more work. The city clerk did ask the mayor today if there was an income baseline. There is not, but obviously I think we established in the email that there was a couple people that just can't do the work anymore, but they have the funds to pay for it. So they had the kids come out and do some projects, and then they just paid for materials and made donations to the group. So if you know anybody that falls in those categories, please get a hold of either Mayor Welch or Todd Henry at the work camp for Lincoln, because they're short about 20 projects for this year. It's all of Logan County, not just Lincoln. So it's all of Logan County. Anything else? Oh, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
One person motion, the rest of them seconded. Steve seconded. Meeting adjourned at 6:30.
Nice to meet you, Joe Meister from the Police Department. Welcome.